Richard Starkey, better known to the world as Ringo Starr, was born on July 7, 1940, in Liverpool's working-class district of Dingle. Music and dance were part of his family heritage, with lively gatherings and swing music filling the household before his arrival. Yet Ringo's early life was marked by illness and instability. His parents' marriage dissolved when he was young, leaving him with fragmented memories of his father and a mother who became fiercely protective. As a child, Ringo faced serious health challenges, including a life-threatening appendectomy and 2 years spent recovering from tuberculosis. During long hospital stays, he discovered drumming, using makeshift sticks and objects around him to create rhythms. These early experiences, while isolating, allowed Ringo to connect with music in a deeply personal way, finding joy and expression amidst adversity and building resilience that would shape the man he would become. The spark of music. Ringo's passion for music grew as he navigated a challenging neighborhood filled with hardships and small joys. From a young age, he held various jobs, from working on railways to waiting tables, but rhythm remained central to his life. He immersed himself in skiffle, a popular style that combined jazz, folk, and blues, learning to play and experiment with percussion on any object at hand. Music became a source of solace, a world where he could create and express himself despite illness and setbacks. His love for rhythm was matched by a love for dance, which enhanced his performances and gave him confidence in front of audiences. These formative years shaped Ringo's musical style, blending creativity with intuition, and laid the groundwork for friendships that would guide him toward one of the most transformative periods of his life. Early career and first bands. Ringo's first bands emerged from his local friendships and persistent dedication to music. Playing with friends like Roy Trafford, he experimented with rhythm on improvised instruments, gradually adding members such as guitarist Eddie Miles to form the Eddie Miles Band. Over time, the group became Eddie Clayton and the Clayton Squares, performing energetic skiffle numbers across Liverpool. Ringo's stepfather gifted him a drum kit on Christmas Day, 1957, a turning point that deepened his commitment to drumming. The kit, though secondhand and modest, became a symbol of his ambition and love for music. Ringo's early performances were a blend of skill and humor, with his signature stage presence or star time beginning to emerge. Through these experiences, he honed both his musicality and performance style, preparing for the next stage of his career in the rapidly evolving British music scene. Hamburg and the Beatles connection. Ringo's career took a critical turn when he joined Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, a local band that gained attention for lively performances in Liverpool and beyond. Touring eventually led them to Hamburg, Germany, where the group headlined at the Kaiserkeller Club. During this period, the Beatles were also performing in the city, still seeking recognition. Ringo first encountered John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison while performing alongside Rory Storm, including a notable recording of Summertime with singer Lou Walters. These early connections introduced him to musicians who would soon become lifelong collaborators. Hamburg's intense schedule and demanding venues tested Ringo's stamina, but also strengthened his confidence. By the time he returned to Liverpool, he had not only improved his craft, but also formed bonds with the future Beatles that would set the stage for his greatest achievements. Joining the Beatles in January 1962, Ringo made the defining decision to leave Rory Storm and the Hurricanes shortly after working with Tony Sheridan. When John Lennon invited him to join the Beatles, it marked the beginning of a transformative chapter. Pete Best, the band's original drummer, was replaced, a decision met with some fan resistance, but Ringo quickly found his place. His first gig with the band, in August 1962, introduced him to audiences as part of the group's evolving identity. Initial skepticism from producer George Martin, who temporarily brought in session drummer Andy White for Love Me Do, tested Ringo's confidence. Yet by November, fans embraced him, drawn to his humor, warmth, and engaging personality. Ringo's drumming, focused on groove rather than flashy technique, became a defining feature of the Beatles' sound, blending precision with creativity and making him indispensable to the band's dynamic. Beatlemania and stardom. By 1963, Beatlemania swept Britain, and the Fab Four captured global attention with hits like Please Please Me. Ringo's charm, approachable personality, and infectious humor made him a fan favorite, balancing the band's intense fame with levity. His performances, including appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964, introduced millions of Americans to his talent and personality. Beyond his drumming, Ringo became a cultural touchstone, embodying the joy, playfulness, and resilience that characterized the Beatles' public image. His connection with audiences went beyond music. It was personal, grounded in authenticity and warmth. Even amidst the whirlwind of fame, he retained a sense of humility and humor, showing that celebrity could coexist with kindness, curiosity, and a deep love for music. Challenges amidst success. Despite fame, Ringo faced personal and professional challenges, including illness that occasionally forced him to miss shows and the pressures of a relentless touring schedule. Internal tensions within the band occasionally left him feeling overshadowed by Lennon and McCartney's creative dominance, particularly during complex sessions like those for the White Album. Yet Ringo's approach remained steady. Humor, patience, and collaboration allowed him to navigate difficulties without losing sight of his own contributions. Moments of frustration, including briefly leaving the band during recording, ultimately reinforced the importance of communication and understanding within the group. Ringo's resilience during these times reflected the fortitude he had cultivated since childhood, proving that even amidst global fame, personal growth and emotional strength remained essential. Life beyond the Beatles. Following the Beatles' breakup in 1970, Ringo quickly transitioned to a successful solo career. Hits like It Don't Come Easy, Photograph, and You're 16 showcased his ability to thrive independently, while collaborations with former bandmates highlighted his enduring connections. Ringo explored television and family entertainment, including narrating Thomas and Friends and starring in Shining Time Station, demonstrating versatility beyond music. In 1989, he formed Ringo Starr and his All-Star Band, celebrating musical collaboration and performing hits spanning multiple eras. Recognized for his innovative drumming and approachable persona, Ringo's influence extended to generations of musicians, earning him honors such as induction into the Modern Drummer Hall of Fame, Rolling Stone's Greatest Drummers list, and dual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recognition. His post-Beatles life reflected creativity, humility, and a commitment to sharing music widely. Personal life. Ringo's personal life mirrored the balance of public and private spheres seen in his career. He married Maureen Cox in 1965, and the couple had 3 children. Following their divorce in 1975 and Maureen's passing in 1994, Ringo married actress Barbara Bach in 1981, creating a life that combined privacy with engagement in the public eye. They split time between homes in Los Angeles, Monte Carlo, and London, nurturing a family that continues his musical legacy. Ringo's grounded lifestyle, including meditation, a vegetarian diet, and prioritization of peace, reflected his personal values. Despite immense fame and wealth, he maintained humility, warmth, and a focus on love, both in family life and in his interactions with fans. His life demonstrates that success and kindness can coexist, and that resilience extends beyond professional achievement. Reflections on the Beatles' breakup. Looking back, Ringo has shared candid reflections on the Beatles' dissolution. He describes the late 1960s as a period of tension, marked by shifting relationships and creative differences. Factors such as John Lennon's partnership with Yoko Ono, artistic priorities, and personal struggles created challenges for collaboration, testing each member's patience and commitment. For Ringo, these experiences were both emotionally and professionally significant, prompting introspection and growth. Yet he emerged with clarity and renewed purpose, using the lessons learned to guide his solo career. His reflections reveal not resentment but understanding, emphasizing resilience, forgiveness, and perspective. Ringo's insights provide a human view into a band often mythologized, reminding fans that even legendary figures navigate complex emotions and life transitions. Legacy and continued influence. Ringo Starr's life and career exemplify resilience, creativity, and warmth. From a frail child in Liverpool to a global icon, his journey demonstrates the transformative power of passion, humor, and dedication. His drumming, solo work, and enduring public presence continue to inspire generations of musicians and fans. Recognized with awards, honors, and international acclaim, Ringo remains humble and engaged, prioritizing family, music, and personal growth. Even at 84, he tours, appears publicly, and shares reflections on a remarkable career, proving that age does not diminish creativity or influence. Ringo's rhythm, both musical and personal, endures, a testament to a life shaped by perseverance, joy, and love, a reminder that true greatness is as much about character as it is about talent.